What I have to do is pop one on the right, pop one on the left, and it comes up. What's going on, guys? Ishin here. Today I'm excited to install a part that I always wanted to install on my race car, and that is Quik-Latch. So for those of you who are not familiar with Quik-Latch systems, they basically create these quick releasing systems. You get your pin, which gets installed on the chassis, and you got your quick releasing mechanism, which gets installed on whatever is moving. Usually in automotive applications, it gets installed on the hood, the trunk, or the bumper. I actually have these installed on the bumper of my Evo, which I'll explain how it's installed and how it works in future videos. But for today, I'm gonna be installing one of these on my FT RX7 on the trunk. Now, when you go to the Quik-Latch website, they have multiple sizes. I have here the QL25 as well as the QL38, and they also have the QL50 for purchase on their website, which is even bigger than the 38. So depending on your application, whether you want to install these on your bumper or your hood or your trunk, you change the size. But honestly, the 38s, the ones I have here, these hold up to 500 pounds each, and I'm gonna be running these on the hood and the trunk of the car. So that's 1,000 pounds of clamping force. These are way cleaner looking than your traditional hood pins that a lot of Fast and Furious guys use. This is 2018, guys. These are much smaller in size, much cleaner install, and all you have to do, right, is hit this top button and it comes off just like that. Insertion, just that easy. You don't have to like pop the top off, remove the pin, and open the hood like your traditional hood pin systems, because those corrode, those rust, and sometimes it gets stuck. Get rid of those, get something like this. It's smaller, sleeker, and way more effective. If you're doubting me for the performance of these things, look up McLaren P1 GTR, because they also run the Quik-Latch system. So today I'm excited to drill some holes in my trunk and in my chassis to install these awesome machine aluminum pieces. And for those of you who don't even have a car, let me just say that these are probably one of the best fidget toys you can purchase. The way it clicks in and the way it releases, because it's spring loaded, is so satisfactory. So let me just show you what you get when you order a kit from Quik-Latch. So like I said before, I have the 25 version here. This is their 38 low profile Quik-Latch system in black. They also have this in a locking version, so if you have a fancy engine inside the engine bay and you actually don't want people to get in there, if you're parking the car in like a public parking lot, which I will never do anyways, then you can purchase another version where they have a key inside. So you look just like this, except the centerpiece has a hole in it where you can stick your key, twist it so that nobody can mess with your Quik-Latch system so when it's locked, and you can protect your goodies under the hood. And in addition to the components, you get this green thread sealant, so everything is nice and tight when everything's installed. And you also have this instruction manual, which I'll go over later. So for now, I'm just gonna go to the garage and get with the installation. Now, pretty much the only thing you're gonna need really is, aside from the basic garage tools, that is a hole saw kit. And of all these different sizes and shapes, only thing you really need, I'll say, is the 1 1/4 size hole saw. And the reason why I say that is because that's the hole you're gonna be inserting the Quik-Latch into. So you don't wanna mess that up, because if it's too big, it's gonna fall through. If it's too small, it's not gonna fit. You want this to be just the right size, so it has a little bit of wiggle room for adjustment and not too big to fall through. So what I'm gonna do now is kind of look at the car and figure out where I want to start drilling the car. It's always scary when you're drilling into a car. This is pretty beat up and it hasn't been painted, so it's not that big of a deal. But when you have like a McLaren P1 GTR, obviously you're not drilling into that. But when you have a nice car that's been painted, you probably want to like tape it off, make sure it's nice and clean, make sure you measure 10 times and cut once. Alright guys, so I think I have figured out where I want to start drilling the hole here. On the head side,
I'm gonna drill a hole here, 2.5 inch or 2.25 inch hole diameter. The reason why I'm cutting a hole here first is because I can adjust the Quik-Latch system just a little bit, right? So I want to measure where this hole, center of this hole meets the center of the pin when the trunk is closed. There's a slight angle to this entire hatch movement. It's not straight up and down, right? So at least that's my theory when I'm doing this. So when you're doing any kind of drilling job, I like to punch a hole in that just to define the center, as you can see there. And I'm gonna open up a little hole in the center here. This is my drill.
Alright guys, I'm back. So let me just recap what just happened here. So I did the left and right sides. I drilled the holes with a hole socket, but by the time I got to the back end of the right side and the top side as well, actually, the blades were so dull. They were just smoking and it wasn't going anywhere. So what I'm gonna do is just scrap the hole socket completely, but that's another story.
But anyways, let me just show you what this looks like. So the top hole is drilled in to about the size of the Quik-Latch system. So you can see here that when I pop this in here, it's got a little bit of wiggle room there for adjustability, but it's not enough to expose the hole itself. And on the bottom, I cut up the hole that is way larger than the top one. And on the chassis side, I drilled in a 3/8 hole and popped in this pin here. So what I'm working on right now is actually popping this top piece in, clamping it down like that, and adjusting the height of the pin itself. So once you drill out these holes, right, you're gonna have these exposed metal, and over time that's gonna start corroding and rusting. So what you wanna do is just grab a touch-up paint and fill in these exposed metal pieces. I guess you can use primer or epoxy or whatever you have around your garage. I have this touch-up paint for my Evo, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint this up with the Evo touch-up paint so it doesn't rust, corrode under the quick release kit.
Alright guys, and we are done with the installation process. It looks beautiful and it works amazingly. Check this out.
Got the pins on the chassis here, right on the left side. Got the Quik-Latch system on the trunk hatch. Check this out. Close that. Both of these lock in. What I have to do is pop one on the right, pop one on the left, and it comes up.
Amazing.
And honestly, this is going nowhere. Like I said, each of these holds 500 pounds of force, and there's no way this thing is coming up by accident or whatever reason there might be. It is super secure, looks awesome, nice and flush,
looks like a real race car here. So thanks again for watching the video guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick how-to video on Quik-Latch system installation. It's really not that bad. The hardest part about doing this is I guess using a hole saw, and that was hard for me because I had a crappy hole saw here, but actual like hole saw that cuts. I don't see this installation taking any more than 30 minutes to do. Thanks again to Quik-Latch as well for providing such an awesome product for the car community. I can't wait to install this on the hood also. So yeah, that's it guys. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section below, and make sure to go check out Quik-Latch systems at quiklatch.com.